Welcome! I'm Rhonda Irwin, the founder and CEO of God's Cup of Calm, the eternal spa for your soul. And today we are filming in front of the Ursino Castle in beautiful Catania, Sicily. So even though I'm standing in front of this castle here in Sicily, I would like to tell you about another castle that I was in front of in 2007 with my husband. We had the privilege of taking a 2-week trip to England. We were able to tour Windsor Castle. Well, in Windsor Castle there is St. George's Chapel, and that's where many of the kings and queens are buried. And we were walking by looking at the different tombs of the different kings and the queens of the past, and I was passing the tomb of the father of the current Queen Elizabeth II. In front of her dad's tomb there were these 2 brass plaques. On those plaques were a poem that just really hit me in a profound way that I'd like to share it with you today. It is a poem that was written by Minnie Louise Haskins, and the title of the poem is Gate of the Year. I said to the man who stood at the gate of the year, "Give me a light that I may tread safely into the unknown." And he replied, "Go into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than light and safer than a known way." That poem has been very encouraging to me, especially with quite a few of the difficulties that we've had these last 8 years with coming into the military and not knowing where to go. But you know what? Sometimes it doesn't matter if you don't know. Sometimes God doesn't want you to know. He just wants you to trust Him, and He wants you to move forward. So I have 2 different passages of scriptures that I'd like to share with you today that I always turn to whenever I am unsure of which way to go and I have no idea which way to turn. So one of them is in my favorite book of the New Testament, is James chapter 1 verse 5. "If any you lacks wisdom, he should ask of God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him." When God makes a promise, He keeps it. He is 100% trustworthy. So if you're lacking in wisdom, all you have to do is ask. God will freely give you the advice and direction that you need. The second passage I'd like to share with you today is in one of my favorite books of the Old Testament, and that is Isaiah. "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" Again, that was Isaiah chapter 30 verse 21. Now how reassuring is that? Doesn't matter if you know if you're supposed to go this way or that way. God promises you that He will show you, and He will tell you, and He will make it very clear. He will fill you with His peace that does surpass all understanding, so that you can know that you are taking the road that He intends for you to take, the best road for you in your life. I hope that this has really encouraged your heart today, and I hope that it has soothed your soul as you have stepped into God's eternal spa. So I'm really hoping that God uses this gate of the year to massage your soul with answers and solutions from Him today. Thank you so much for watching. I am very glad that you're here. And once again, from Ursino Castle, arrivederci.